A once mighty waterfall, now just a silent, still pool. Statues once carved into mountains, standing 180 feet tall, now replaced by empty space. A natural paradise resembling pink and white stairways, buried within minutes beneath the earth. Places that once attracted millions of tourists, now vanished into the dust of history. But the real question remains, what exactly happened to these magnificent destinations? What went so disastrously wrong that nature's marvels were wiped from the map? And what, as humanity, did we truly lose in the process? Cave of Almeira, Spain. This was more than a cave. It was a portal to another time, a natural museum where the walls didn't simply exist, they spoke. Thousands of years old, hand-drawn art, created by humans who hadn't yet invented the wheel, but had already discovered how to speak through color. Situated in northern Spain, Altamira was once home to some of the oldest and most exquisite prehistoric cave paintings ever uncovered. Bulls, deer, boars, these weren't merely illustrations. They were vivid records of daily life, depicting the animals early humans lived with and hunted. But as thousands of tourists poured in to witness them, silent danger crept in. Our breath, our sweat, even the carbon dioxide we exhaled subtly altered the cave's atmosphere. Humidity rose, conditions changed. Then something unexpected occurred. Mold began to grow on the walls. That ancient artwork, preserved for millennia, began to fade because of us. Every visitor left with a photo, but unknowingly took away a piece of the cave's soul. In 2002, the Spanish government made a difficult decision. They shut Altamira to the public entirely. But that wasn't the end. Because the world still longed to glimpse that ancient wonder, a precise replica of the cave was constructed, open for visitors. The original, now accessible only to scientists, archaeologists, and quiet historians of time. Guira Falls, Brazil, Paraguay. Once, people journeyed from far away to hear the roar of Guira Falls, located at the border of Brazil and Paraguay. This wasn't an ordinary waterfall. It was nature screaming at full force. You could hear it from miles away, millions of liters of water crashing down every second, as if the earth itself was tearing open. It was powerful, raw, and mesmerizing. Some even claimed Guira Falls was more forceful than Niagara Falls. But in 1982, progress intervened. To power growing cities and support economic development, one of the world's largest hydroelectric projects, the Itaipu Dam, was initiated. To fill its massive reservoir, the river feeding Guira was dammed. The water level rose, steadily, relentlessly, and the mighty falls vanished beneath it. As if that weren't enough, the towering rocks that framed the falls, ancient and majestic, were blasted with dynamite to make way for the dam. Today, where nature's heartbeat once echoed, there is only a quiet lake. The water remains, but the spirit is gone. Guira Falls survives only in weathered photographs, old documentaries, and the fading memories of those who stood before its force. Maya Bay, Thailand. Some locations are so stunning, they feel like dreams. Maya Bay in Thailand was one of those dreamscapes. Crystal clear blue waters, towering green cliffs, soft white sand that felt like flour beneath your feet. It was more than a beach, it was paradise. But that paradise descended into chaos when Hollywood arrived. In 2000, the film The Beach, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, was shot there, and overnight, the world took notice. Daily, thousands of tourists poured in. Boats lined the shore, loud music echoed, garbage collected. What appeared to be a tourism success quickly turned into a disaster. The coral reefs, delicate and alive, began to die. Engines, sunscreen, trampling feet. 77% of the coral was destroyed. The fish disappeared. The water changed color. The tranquility was lost. In 2018, the Thai government made the difficult decision to close Maya Bay. No tourists, no boats, no swimming, nothing. Some labeled it the death of tourism, but it was actually the beginning of restoration. After 4 years, signs of renewal began to emerge. Coral began growing. The waters regained their clarity. And in 2022, Maya Bay reopened, this time under strict regulations. A limited number of visitors per day, no docking boats, no swimming, only silent admiration from afar. This story leaves us with one powerful truth. When given time, nature heals. But if we fail to learn, another Maya Bay could vanish tomorrow. Pink and white terraces, New Zealand. Some natural wonders appear so surreal, they resemble a fantasy. In New Zealand, once existed a place locals affectionately called the eighth wonder of the world, the pink and white terraces. Natural steps formed by mineral deposits filled with warm, steaming water. Each terrace radiated pastel colors, white, pink, light blue, mirrored like magic in the lake below. In the 1800s, European explorers declared it the most beautiful sight on Earth. People came not only to witness it, but to bathe in its healing waters. Then, one single day altered everything. On June 10, 1886, Mount Tarawera, an adjacent volcano, erupted violently. The explosion was heard over 200 kilometers away. Lava poured, ash rained, and within hours, those magical terraces were gone. At first, people couldn't understand what had happened, but when the smoke cleared, there was nothing. No terraces, no lake, just silence and soot. It felt like nature had buried one of its masterpieces forever. Years later, scientists attempted to rediscover them. Some believe they still lie beneath the lake bed. Yet, to this day, no one has truly seen them again. Once a destination for the world, they now live only through old paintings, sketches, and memory. A masterpiece of nature turned into a lost dream. These were only a few of the world's most awe-inspiring places, locations that once captivated the planet, yet today exist solely in memory. Which of these did you find the most heartbreaking? Share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, cherish your people, protect your planet, and honor the beauty around you. Goodbye.